What's up YouTube, Kai? I'm back up in here with another video, and today we have my fall essentials. I'm going to be going through multiple garments that I have in my personal wardrobe that I've been gravitating towards in this season. A couple little layers now that fall is upon us. You could get into layering, which I'm going to cover in some of the pieces that I have right in front of me. Honestly, I love going into my closet when a change of season is happening and trying to revisit some of the items that I feel like resonate with my current style. And I love looking at items that I've recently bought or ones that I've bought in years before and seeing how I can incorporate them with the style direction that I'm gravitating towards in a current time or day, if that makes sense. So we're going to be going through all of those items in this video. As always, make sure to check the description box below because it does carry some either alternatives of the items that I have or the actual item itself if it is available to you guys. So make sure to go check that out if you haven't checked it out before. Description box, it's right below the like button. Speaking of the like button, make sure to like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. Follow the boy on Instagram. GOTSWEIGE is where you can keep up to date with me more frequently. I post fit pics, this and that, so that's what you can check out on there. All that being said, let's get straight into the video. So the first item is by far the #1 item that I've been wearing this season. When it's raining, you know the memes. You got to bring out the Arcteryx. This has definitely been one of the pieces that I've been frequenting when it comes to rain or just like wind or a light layer. I've been gravitating towards this jacket. This is the Arcteryx Alpha SV. It's their highest of the line jacket that they offer besides Valence, which is a division collection that Arcteryx provides. But the Alpha SV is definitely going over the top when it comes to jackets. You don't really necessarily have to buy into this jacket. This is almost for alpine hiking conditions, so it's not necessary for everyday attire. Hence, there's no pockets on the jacket besides the inside, so it's not really meant for lifestyle. It's more for hiking, but I wanted to go over the top, of course, especially because I was able to get a little bit of a discount on it. So yeah, it just made my decision a lot more in the direction of this jacket. I wanted to get the highest of the line, and then eventually if I wanted to get more stylistic versions of an Arcteryx jacket, I would get like a Beta LT or other things of that nature, you know what I mean? As far as this goes, I haven't really been able to revisit it after I picked it up, so I strongly recommend it. It repels water like crazy. Obviously, you guys know all the Arcteryx memes. People get one Arcteryx jacket and they can't wait to stop around in the water. Honestly, that is the case. Like, I hate having to bring an umbrella because you just feel responsible for that umbrella and you don't want to lose it. But with a jacket like this, it's kind of stylish and you're prepared for the rain, so might as well. I like the fact that it cinches at the bottom, so it gives that cropped look, and it's just very aggressive. Adds a really nice element into that gorpcore aesthetic that I gravitate towards when it comes to fall, just because it fits seamlessly with the weather that's thrown to us. Being that I'm in Montreal, it's very seamless to transition into a piece like this. I got that in a size large. I recommend either going true to size or sizing down if you want something a bit more less relaxed, because already the large is pretty big on me, just for reference, and I normally gravitate towards a size large. So yeah, so being that we're starting with uppers, I felt like it was only right to knock all the jackets out altogether. And this is another style of jacket that I gravitate towards in the fall. It's my fleece jackets, anything like a Patagonia or this style of jacket. There's so many out there. I could put a couple recommendations for you guys in the comments, in the description box below, of different alternatives, because this one is currently sold out. This is from Saintwoods. It was from a couple of seasons ago. Definitely my favorite piece that they've ever made. In the past, it's just it feels very dated. It feels like the like an 80s fleece, but made to the highest degree. It's super heavy. It's more in the lines of a jacket compared to a fleece. Super heavy duty, really nice quality and weight to the whole garment. Kind of has these pink accents to it because the reverse of the fleece shows that true color beneath it, so it's cream and pink, or a very light pink. Honestly, one of the nicest tones to pair with in the fall. Very light. My style is either very like contrasty, so it's either very light or very dark, and then I throw pop colors in the midst of it all to make it a bit more interesting. So yeah, one of my favorite pieces to layer up with in the fall, just because it's a light layer, but also really insulates you pretty well. So I have ones like Patagonia and another Saintwoods one right here that I wear pretty frequently in the fall. And once again, it kind of encapsulates that whole gorpcore aesthetic that is very much gravitated towards when it comes to fall, because like things start to change, you know what I mean? The weather starts to change. I don't know if you guys actually end up doing so, but like I go on hikes with my girlfriend Megs up on the mountain in Mount Royal. So like when we're wearing stuff like that, it actually kind of makes sense to do so. Not that you have to, okay? If you want to be a meme, you could be a meme, okay? It's fine. Let people troll you. It's part of fashion. It's pretty funny to me. So yeah, we're gonna get into the bottoms. These are some bottoms that I've been gravitating towards for this season. So let's get straight into them. So I have 3 bottoms for you guys. The first pair is a pair of pants that from the moment I bought them, I knew they were gonna be like a stay in my wardrobe, and they have been so ever since. This is the staatsballett black canvas pants. So I don't know if you guys noticed, the label actually got taken out of mine because I got them tailored and in the waist, because I got a 33 because the 32 sold out in the first release of these, and they were just a little too big on me, and then the tailor forgot to give me back the tag, so I'd even end up paying for that job, surprisingly, which is like, I guess it's a kind of a fair trade-off. I would like to have the tag, but you're not wearing the tag, you're wearing the pants. That's how I think of it. So it's kind of this crushed canvas, crushed or brushed canvas. Really nice texture to this pant. Every time I wear it, I get plenty of compliments on it just because of how wide they are and how they stack on shoes. They're just very beautiful and simplistic, and they fit with a lot of people's different styles. I don't think you necessarily have to have that ash type of aesthetic that that a lot of people that seem to wear staatsballett gravitate towards. I think you could kind of mix it in for like a streetwear style or even a gorpcore style. A lot of different things. Minimalistic approach. Anything that you want to really do, you could kind of do with a pair of wide black pants. And as you guys will be seeing in an upcoming pickups video, and even my style progression in the pickups videos or anything that I start to wear, black wide pants is something I'll consistently buy into just because there's so many different variations of them, but yet they're all so flattering for my personal body type, and I feel like a lot of other people's as well. They're just very elegant yet relaxed, which is something that I really enjoy out of fashion. That's the main reason why I bought into brands like Rick Owens, because it was the first people that were, well, the first brand to me that made baggy elegant. So whenever I see that done through any brand, including Staats, I normally tend to buy into it. So really one of my favorite pants. I don't know if they're available right now. It's one of their like staple pieces that they drop. So if they drop it again, I'll make sure to let you guys know. But if not, you could probably find those on Grailed. But like I said, I'll have alternatives in the description box below of other wide black pants that you guys could buy into. Speaking of black pants, another type of black pant that I've been buying into is or wearing for this season is nylon pants. So anything with a nylon or poly blend, things that could wick away water quite well, is something that I've been wearing a whole lot of. More specifically, these post-archive faction pants are one of my favorites. I showed these in a pickups video not too long ago with like the cool hidden pockets, one there, another there, and then they have like a little cell phone pocket right there. Hard to kind of like show that off because of the angle that I have right now, but even the interesting darting on the back of the pants, very interesting. So hold up, let me just show you. So like I said, they have like 3 divisions of post-archive action. These ones are the right division of the brand. Just a great quality. I would recommend sizing up if you guys are interested in buying into this brand. With most Asian brands, specifically like Korean and Japanese, I would recommend sizing up just because they're meant for a smaller build. So for us North American folk, we're built a little bigger, so I think I was normally supposed to be a medium, but I got a large and they fit perfectly. So yeah, wicks away water, adds to that aesthetic. Like I told you guys before, gorpcore is kind of like my fall attire, just because I dress a lot for the elements. So if it's raining a lot, or if it's cold, or I just need something that's functional, if I'm going out, let's say to like a bar or a club, something like that, I don't want to get my stuff dirty, like anything that's like too nice, you know? So I would normally wear like anything that's going to preserve myself, or clothing that I know is going to last and not deteriorate, or I'm worried about babying. So things that are a bit more on the functional side is what I would wear in a season like this, you know, just for practicality, and then also based on the environment or element I'm going to put myself into. So that's the 2 ways that I kind of dress right now. And yeah, and another note, any type of flared pant, this is just seems to be like my favorite one at the moment. This is a pair of 517s that I got, orange tab. They're a nice like unique wash, kind of dirty, but a really true sky blue amongst like the crotch area, sanded out on the knees, really good repairs. And an interesting part is that it like shows the original indigo on the back because one of the pockets is missing, but the one on your right leg pocket still has that original Levi's and the orange tab. And if you guys don't know, 517s are the boot cut model of Levi's, so it's just basically like a flare. So yeah, really enjoy these pants. You guys know how I feel about flared pants. They just seem to complement my legs very nicely. I always buy into them. Wide pants and flared pants seem to be like the main pants that I wear all the time as of recent. If they are on the slimmer side, they still have hints of things that I enjoy out of a pant, like a flare. For example, the Unsound Rags pants that I have are relatively slim, but they still bellow out at the ankle, so they fall nicely on the shoes the way I like them to. Hit the shoe like glue. You guys know the lingo. So yeah, I'm getting pretty consistent in the items that I'm wearing and buying into. I feel like this is the most comfortable I've been with in my style in a very long time. The only thing now, I'm starting to get like more obscure pieces or things that I've always wanted to acquire in my personal style. So that's the only things that I'm introducing, or things that I know that just work or they're good for styling purposes, so I could use them outside of just my personal wardrobe. So that's currently what I'm acquiring as of recent. Going into footwear, to wrap up the end of this video, a pair of shoes that a lot of people have been asking me about, but for some reason I haven't touched on the channel. I haven't talked about on the channel yet. Let's get straight into them. It's this pair of Doc Marten 1461 quads. I sized down with this shoe. It's basically like a chunky derby, and I originally got this pair of Marni loafers, and I fell in love with them instantly. Actually, at first I didn't really like them because they were really uncomfortable. I was like actually bleeding on my ankle because I had to break them in. As soon as I broke them in, they were pretty good, and then I added a bottom sole to them, and I've enjoyed them ever since. But a loafer is pretty distinct to a certain type of fashion, which is a bit more presentable or posh, or you're going for that type of makeup, if that makes sense. But with a derby, it's a lot more versatile, where you don't have to make it so posh, although a derby can be seen that way when you have it as aggressive with this amount of a platform. You could kind of make it a bit more casual with throwing it with things like denim or wider pants, making this silhouette a lot more aggressive and less traditional is the route I would take with a chunky derby of this sort. And this is a great alternative for the likes of shoes like Bottega or Prada. There's so many chunky derbies out there that are super expensive, that are upward of $1,000. If you guys are interested in toying with that idea before committing to paying that type of price, I would definitely recommend getting this shoe. I got this spontaneously. I don't know what gravitated me towards it, but I think I liked the idea of getting those type of derbies like the Prada or the Bottega, but I didn't really want to pay that much money. And I noticed that they had them on Essence randomly, so I just decided to throw them in an appointment, and I was wearing the perfect pants throughout that appointment, and they just looked perfectly with these shoes. The platform allows your pants to kind of just like puddle perfectly over them, and it gives you a nice little boost of height. It's just great. It's like honestly the most versatile little shoe for the fall, and they're Docs, relatively affordable. I blacked out the laces with a black paint pen. I get these Molotov ones that normally I used to use them for like graffiti or sketching for my fashion classes and stuff in LaSalle, but yeah, use that to black out the laces, and it's literally like a high fashion shoe. High fashion. Definitely would recommend to a friend. Go check them out. I'll have them in the description box below if there is still any available on Essence, but regardless, I'll try and find something for you guys as an alternative. Even some high-end variants of them too, if you guys are ready to jump the gun or something like this. And the last shoe, this is something that I bought quite a while ago. Don't remember exactly when, but I knew it was something that I would like to incorporate in my style. I just wasn't sure how long it would last, or if I was just like participating in a trend. But it's been a couple years now, it feels like, and it's not going anywhere for me. I actually bought another pair recently that you guys will see in the upcoming pickups video. So yeah, the Salomon XT6s. These are like a hiking style shoe, I want to say. Just very practical. of a sneaker. Every time I wear this, it looks like it's been brand new. The only thing that makes you look like it's worn is the bottom, but even so, there's never any damage done to this sneaker after all the amount of pain and trekking I've done with this. Even in a Montreal winter, these have survived the Montreal winter, surprisingly. They're not going to keep you super warm because it's a sneaker, but it'll do its job. Like it's taped on the outside as if it was like taped on the inside of an Arcteryx jacket, if that makes sense. So it's pretty weather resistant. There's only mesh on the below panels of that, which makes it a bit more breathable, which is kind of iffy for snow. But like I said, you could kind of get away with murder with these sneakers if you're more of a sneaker guy as opposed to a boot guy in the winter or the fall. Then this is the sneaker for you, or any type of Salomon sneaker for that matter. It's great. Love it. This kind of fits the bill of like Gorpcore, like I said, or if you're more into like technical fashion, like Kiko, Alix, other things of that nature, this is a sneaker for you. And I just find it's built a lot better than other sneakers in its category, like an Asics or Oka One, other things like that. So yeah, one of my favorite hiking style sneakers. I bought another pair and you guys will see that in an upcoming pickups video. I don't even think a pickups video. I have enough sneakers to do just a sneakers video. Well, sneaker / boot footwear video. So that'll be coming up soon. I'm just waiting for some clearance of a brand that I'm working with for that video. So as soon as that's ready, I'll make sure to put it out on the channel for you guys to enjoy. But all that to be said, thank you guys for sticking by the channel once again. Let me know what your favorite piece out of my fall staples is, or what your favorite piece this fall is. What are you gravitating towards? I want to know what you guys are wearing or what you guys are enjoying to put on in the fall. It's one of the my favorite times. Like I said before, you get to layer, you get to be a bit more experimental with what you're putting together, and it also prepares you for winter, which is a bit of like a dire time in fashion. It sucks for me personally because it's just like way too brutal in Canada, but I'm gonna have moments where I'm actually gonna be able to be experimental in the winter with the traveling that I have coming up with Megs. So I'm excited for that. It's a very exciting time in fashion. I'm just really open to testing new things and just developing my style as a whole, and I feel like that happens every day. So curious to see what you guys say in the comments below. Make sure to go like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. Check me out on my Instagram. GOTSWEIGE is where you can keep up to date with me more frequently. I post fit pics, this and that, so that's what you can check out on there. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Peace.